right, everybody, get ready. Hold on to your seats. It's gonna be big fun, Dick, and it is.
Yeah.
Nick Balestracci joins us now. Nick B Photos, LLC.
How you guys doing?
Good seeing you, friend.
Good to see you.
All righty.
That's
see you.
Italian, huh? That's
Italian
Italian.
as Italian as
Yeah.
it gets.
Man, we had the pleasure of interviewing your mom.
Yeah, I heard and I saw bits and pieces of it. It looked great.
Yeah?
Yeah, she loved being on here. It was great for her to get her word out and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Are you shy like she is?
No, well, I mean, I'm trying not to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool. Yeah, she was really bragging on you a lot.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
she
I
acts
mean,
like
she likes to do that,
it.
you know, typical mom stuff. But I try to make her proud every day because she kind of helped me get into what I'm doing today. So it's great to kind of do as good as I can and make her proud. So
Well, let's talk about what you do because it's really, really, really crazy.
yeah.
Where'd the love of videography and cameras come from?
So I never really was into it going into college, which is where I got into
really?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I got into it freshman year. My mom got me a camera for Christmas. Never really asked for one. Never even knew a DSLR camera existed. I always thought, it was just, film stuff, disposable.
It was at one time, yeah.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
time. Yeah, just for a little bit.
Only he and I remember that in
yeah,
this
right.
room. Yeah,
That's right.
But kind of got into it, was doing it as a hobby, taking pictures of landscapes and birds and the beach, just typical Myrtle Beach kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then started getting into the sports at Coastal, doing, stuff for the newspaper, and then got into doing the sororities and fraternities, started making a little bit of a side hustle about it.
How do you make a side hustle with a sorority? I mean,
Just-
not for me, but I have a son on the way, so.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
listen,
So
just
he-
grab a camera, say I'll take a bunch of photos of you, and sooner than later you have 100 girls, wanting pictures of you, and that's the best way to get the word out. Because
Okay.
if you take pictures of,
Note to self.
Yeah.
I wish it was that easy when I was young.
Yeah. Who,
Yeah,
who only knew?
I kind of thought of it, instead of taking just portraits of just one person at a time, why not do 50 to 100 girls at a time or 50 to 100 guys at a time, and you have that much publicity coming out of that, and that just gets the word out about your name, about your work, and stuff like that.
Sweet.
Same thing with sports. If you take pictures of a whole football team, basketball team, you take good stuff, and they want to post it on the social media, there goes your name getting broadcasted to hundreds of thousands of people.
That's true.
So that really did good for me, and then got my name out there. Started doing more portraits, started making more money, got my LLC, just through the jobs I was doing, and just became
One little protection there, setting up a little
exactly.
little company to protect- yeah,
Exactly.
Sweet.
Started making a website, developed my social media more, got the knack for doing social media content because that's where it is nowadays, is social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok now. So it's been really beneficial to use those platforms to promote my work.
Well, and plus you're concerned about giving the state their 20%, right? I mean,
Yeah, tell me about it. It is what it is,
Yeah,
but
no.
I mean, you know what? It's better than New York, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
yeah?
absolutely.
Oh, I
Oh,
guarantee it,
brutal.
buddy.
Exactly.
Oh, my
Literally, there are
gosh.
people paying over 50% in taxes.
I don't even want
that
to
live
hear
in the
about it
city.
because I'm not going back there. No idea to go back there, so
It's insanity.
I'd rather stay here and
Yeah.
do as
I mean,
good
the
as
time
I'm
you pay
doing.
your taxes and your rent, you have nothing to eat.
Nothing.
It's crazy.
You'd be lucky if you could even get into a place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And it's small.
exactly, very small.
I mean, just this room this size in New York would be what?
Yeah, I mean, if you pay for a house down here, you'll barely get like a 1-bedroom apartment up
Yeah,
there.
It's
So
crazy.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
And there's more there's obviously more camera time. I mean,
exactly,
more opportunity to make money.
Exactly, and you just have more of a season here.
Hmm.
You have more of a summer. People want to take pictures in the sun. Sunsets, beautiful beach, and stuff like that. I mean, they have that in New York, but it's so seasonal, and there's not much opportunity to have that time to take advantage of.
Well, that's
But it's
sweet.
great,
Well,
yeah.
the social media side is tremendous.
Yeah, social media. Instagram, Facebook. Mainly, TikTok's been growing a lot. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm sure you heard the
I've
news
never
about
heard of it. What is
Oh,
Tik-
yeah,
what is
Trump
TikTok?
trying to ban it. But it's just this little video app. But
What is this? What is Tik-
Jack doesn't keep
I
up
got a
with-
clock TikTok, and that got on my nerves.
No,
I took the
yeah,
battery
I mean,
out.
the main app is Instagram, which is where you can share your videos and your photos at high quality. You can reach every demographic of people that
Yeah,
want.
Facebook is for old people.
People
Hey, now,
say,
cut
yeah,
that out, will you?
yeah, right. Twitter and Facebook has kind of shifted and users and people who view it more so than others.
I need to start using my Instagram account more.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram is more vast in what people and who looks at it. Okay. And then there's TikTok, which is a huge younger crowd. It's a lot of whatever from 5-year-olds to 20-year-olds, but it's been growing a lot more. I've seen from my experience. I run some accounts through the Myrtle Beach Safari, which is one of my big accounts.
Oh, there it is. There you go.
Hey,
Tiger King.
Tiger King. Yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Here we go.
We have some accounts on TikTok that are at 20 million followers, and we're averaging 200 million views a month on TikTok. Which, I mean, for anything, that's astronomical.
That's huge. I like numbers
to think about views like that. That's next level. And then we have Instagram where we're averaging, tens of millions of views, but TikTok for us right now is big time. Then you have YouTube, which is a totally different ball game. Right now we have almost 500,000 subscribers right now, which is big, for YouTube.
That's huge.
I mean, it's not
for YouTube.
It's not, some of the people that we've worked with have tens of millions of followers and subscribers and stuff like that. But
now you're including the followers in China too, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. China and India.
That's right.
Which is big because you have the tigers running around. All the people in India love to look at tigers and chimpanzees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we've had a great following base from international wise. But
let's talk about Tiger King briefly.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm familiar with the show. I'm a weird guy. I value my time, and I just have not had the free time to really watch the show.
For sure.
And just hearing people talk, it's like, oh, well, that's not true.
I
know enough about the safari down there. Those folks.
I saw it. I saw the show.
It's just nothing but it's a lie.
Right.
It's fake entertainment.
Right. Yeah.
But it's entertainment, and it's great.
Yeah,
so.
it's totally dramatized. What they came to do and what they told us they were coming to do to film-wise for over the last 4.5 years was totally different than what they put out on the actual show.
Kind of figured that out.
Oh yeah. So it kind of is bittersweet because we got some good publicity out of it. A lot of people are coming to visit, especially amongst the whole COVID craziness that's going on. We probably would have seen better numbers at the safari if it wasn't still going on COVID-wise. But I think from the actual show, we've kind of been padded a little bit from people coming to visit Myrtle Beach and coming to visit the safari because they want to meet Doc. They want to meet all the people that were in the show and stuff like that.
Yeah, boy, they sure picked on the old Doc.
Oh, yeah, they picked on him. But, he's a great guy. He's really doing what the animals need. He's really supporting them. He has so many global conservation projects worldwide that he's actually supporting through people coming to visit, people watching social media through the monetization of us making that money. All that money goes back into the Rare Species Fund, which is the conservation project he runs, and that money gets dumped into all of those great projects and all those different countries that help support that wildlife.
I've always admired how he took care of the animals.
Yeah,
let people, tourists come in. They could, hold the cubs.
Yeah, to take care of all the animals at the facility, it takes a village. He has 22 staff on that property that helps day in and day out, 24/7, 365. Devoting their life to doing that. Taking care of the tiger cubs, the chimpanzees, the lions, and all those kind of big cats, the cheetahs, Bubbles, the elephant, which is Doc's little baby girl for the last 38 years.
Yeah.
Takes her down to the waterway every day. But it takes a lot of work and that dedication to do that. And the majority of the people that work there are all his family. There's not many people that are there that aren't related to him in some capacity, whether they're married in to his nieces and nephews or just people who've been there for 20, 25 years.
It's a cult. I'm telling you, it's a cult.
Craziness.
Now, how did you get involved?
So I got involved. I was interning for a guy who had the job with Doc. He kind of had a contract going with him to do the photography there. And I was interning for that guy, so I was invited to do a couple of jobs here and there, do the tours, photograph the tours for the guests. And time goes on, I guess their relationship just faded away, but they kind of kept me and a few other photographers on. And I kind of hustled, tried to put my work out there so Doc could see it. And, long story short, was just available to do the high profile shoots from the celebrities and all that kind of stuff.
You sucked up to him until they found out you was a professional. That's what you did, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
A lot of celebrities come out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously, a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I've kind of lucked out from going to just doing sororities and weddings to taking pictures of Floyd Mayweather and Odell Beckham Jr. and the Undertaker, wrestling legend, which has been great. You can't beat that.
You said wrestling.
But
you got me, man.
Man.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
You tricked his trigger.
Yeah, so what we do is we have these celebrities come out. We do it as a collaboration. So they come, they visit, they get to do all the cool stuff, get all the cool pictures, but in return, they have to put on their social media promotion in a way that they're supporting a conservation program like the Myrtle Beach Safari and the Rare Species Fund. And what they're doing is not just for pictures of them smiling with animals, it's for a bigger cause. Right. And then that in turn brings traffic to our social media sites, in turn has people come to visit us because they want to come do what Odell Beckham did. They want to come do what Floyd Mayweather did, cool stuff like that.
Well, listen, I'll tell you, I'm thrilled to death that the old doc ended up choosing Myrtle Beach to put his safari. It's great.
It's an incredibly long story, and hopefully he comes out with some kind of documentary or book about his life, because I've heard all the stories, and it's pretty incredible, between his relationship with Burroughs and Chapin, the people who kind of own Myrtle Beach. They kind of brought him here because of his track record of doing the shows with the Tigers and stuff like that, the kind of secondary Siegfried and Roy kind of esque show that he was doing. And they brought him here to do all that kind of stuff, and somehow, some way, got the property he has in Socastee, and it's kind of so on history, between him doing all the Hollywood movies from Dr. Dolittle and Ace Ventura, that kind of built his repertoire of popularity for people to come visit him and see what he did in Myrtle Beach and where all the animals
he's
lived.
in a good centralized location now, especially since we're doing a lot of filming in Atlanta and Wilmington.
Wilmington. People come from all over. People come to film music videos from New York and California, and they use the Tigers for the music videos and stuff like that.
I kind of benefited because I have a radio station over in Loris called Tiger Radio, and we picked up John Boy and Billy, regionally syndicated show based out of Charlotte. And as we were launching, Tiger King was at the pinnacle of getting all the headlines, and so I kind of got associated with that. So we got a little shot in the arm on the
jumped
growth,
on the wave
and that's
there.
good. Yeah, because you never know when it's going to pop up. Nothing to the magnitude of you. You're like a little influencer. I got to get that in the last couple of minutes that we have.
Yeah. So I run my own social media, my own Instagram, my own TikTok.
It's crazy what you've done.
Yeah, I personally have 500,000 on TikTok, and a few thousand, 30, 40,000 on Instagram. Just growing my own thing, trying to do what I can do.
Yeah.
But trying to promote my work as much as possible through the videos I do. I kind of, I have some kind of sponsorship with Bang Energy, which has been cool. So I post a lot of videos on TikTok through that. Make little extra bucks doing that. And then plus I just do my photography stuff as much as I can, plus the Myrtle Beach Safari stuff, which is, most of my time is filming YouTube videos, filming social media stuff, taking the beautiful photos and videos and whatnot. But
Sweet.
Yeah. It's been cool. It's been a cool experience. I can't complain whatsoever. It's been an incredible experience, exposure-wise. You can't complain whatsoever.
See, I need to get into that. I know my audience. Maybe I ought to be an influencer for cool things like beef jerky or potted meat.
It's where it's all going.
And that's my crowd.
Well, you had jelly there for a while.
I've still got it.
I've
got a line of products.
There you go.
This virus has messed everything up.
Everything up. But hopefully, everything gets sorted out and we can all go back to normal and continue to use the social media platforms for what they're used for and get the full amount out of it.
Well, Nick, you're kicking a little butt, buddy.
Trying to.
Yeah, for a young man.
I know the story behind that Bang thing a little bit, and I'm impressed, man.
Yeah, it's cool to do that kind of stuff. Just create videos, and you'd think it'd be, it'd be hard to get something like that, but all you gotta do is reach out to the right people and make good content that people like to see. And
well, we need to reach out to him, you and I.
I know, right?
Yeah,
have him come over there and pick his brain a little bit.
Hey, listen, whatever you need.
We've got the old ideas. You got the new ideas. The new ideas are what's making the money.
New ideas, where it's at. Yep. But I like to incorporate the old ideas as well.
I mean, that's the whole thing about using old media, radio and television, to really, as people are driving along or watching, to drive that point home, to reinforce your social media campaign.
And that's why it's been great to work with Doc, because Doc has been in the film industry for 30 years, 40 years, and it's been cool to hear his output of film-wise, what to do, how to do it, and his perspective, and then combining it with my perspective and other people's in my industry.
Nick, how do we find you?
You can go to nickbphotos.com to look up my website, and you can go to nickb_photos on Instagram and nickbphotos on TikTok to check out my videos on social media, and check out at Myrtle Beach Safari on all social media platforms to see the YouTube videos and social media videos I create as well.
You're a go-getter, buddy.
Yeah, I love it, man. Good seeing you.
Man.
Awesome. Good seeing you,
That's
too. Thanks,
great.
guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nick B. in the house. All right, we'll be right back with more in a moment.